This Sunday, the Springboks will be playing their second pool game in the Rugby World Cup. So before we look at the weather in South Africa, let's fly to the southwestern parts of France over the famed wine region in Bordeaux. That's where the Springboks will be taking on Romania on Sunday. Kickoff is at about 3 o'clock the afternoon, and after a hot 30 degrees, we're expecting scattered thunderstorms to move over the region during the game. So good luck, boys. I know you're not scared of a little bit of rain. So let's have a look at your weekend weather back home. On Saturday, a cold front sweeps over KwaZulu-Natal, and behind it, we've got this onshore flow pushing in more light rain and cold conditions for the western as well as the southern and eastern Cape, with a ridging high on Sunday, now pushing in cold conditions with showers into KwaZulu-Natal as well as along the eastern escarpment. And then taking our synoptic analysis all the way to next week, we do have another cold front reaching the Western Cape by Tuesday, but ahead of that front, also a chance of the first thunderstorms of the free season bubbling up over the central parts of South Africa, northwest in the Free State, and later moving eastwards over parts of Gauteng, Mpumalanga, and KwaZulu-Natal, and yet again a chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday. But keep in mind, this time of the year, those thunderstorms can quickly blow over and move away, or just isolated showers could settle the dust in some places. And the forecast is still a few days away, so you'll have to keep on watching Vox Weather to see if the first spring thunderstorms will develop over Gauteng next week, Tuesday. But we are expecting a strong westerly wind to blow on Saturday along the southern coastline between Plettenberg Bay as well as Port Edward. The Weather Service has issued an orange level 5 warning for damaging winds, and winds also blowing fresh over the interior of South Africa, strong here in parts of the western as well as eastern Cape and the Karoo. And then as that front moves away, we're expecting the winds to blow strong to fresh over the coastal areas. There's going to be a cold and windy weekend, especially for the coastal parts of the eastern Cape, and then a strong southerly wind also picking up here over our neighboring country, Namibia. We also do have an orange level 5 warning for high seas along the coast of South Africa this weekend. We can see on Saturday wave heights of more than 9 meters. The Weather Service also warning against storm surge and damage to harbours or beach erosion, and this is a very dangerous boating conditions or swimming weather for the coastal parts of South Africa. Our rainfall chart is showing only light rain possible on Saturday here in parts of the Western Cape, as well as along the southern coastline. A slight chance of a light shower over the interior of the Eastern Cape, and then a scattered showers reaching the southern coastline of KwaZulu-Natal, with isolated showers for the surrounding areas. And then into Sunday, a slight chance of a few drops of light rain for the southern coastline, but that reaching high, pushing in scattered showers into parts of KwaZulu-Natal, as well as along the escarpment of Mpumalanga, but a dry day for the central parts of South Africa. And then our temperature map is showing a cold start here Saturday for Sutherland with -1 degree, only 3 in Bloemfontein and 2 in Bethlehem. But an extreme contrast in temperatures on Saturday afternoon for South Africa. It's cool to cold here in the Cape provinces, but warm to hot over the northeastern areas. Only 7 in Sutherland compared to temperatures reaching the mid and upper 30s in the low velds of Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Another frosty and cold morning on Sunday for parts of the Karoo, and temperatures dropping to freezing level in parts of the Free State. And then into the afternoon, that reaching high, it's pushing in much colder conditions into KwaZulu-Natal, as well as along the eastern escarpment into parts of Mpumalanga, slightly cooler in Limpopo, but remaining sunny and hot in northwest as well as Gauteng, with 29 in Mahikeng and Pretoria. Well, that's all from me. Have a lovely weekend, everyone.